Hey, what is going on YouTube? There is hope yet that Fallout 76 will be a single player game, and there is hope that in Fallout 76 you will be able to have your own private world that is yours to explore where no one could bother you. So yeah guys, it's some pretty exciting news I'm bringing you here today. I had to actually rewatch this interview a couple of times just to make sure what I heard was right, but long story short, recently in an interview at E3, Todd Howard said this.
How are you going to treat the idea of mods or user content in this environment?
We love mods,
Yeah.
and so we are 100% committed to doing that in 76 as well.
Okay.
We will not be able to do that at launch, though.
Yep.
You know, our goal for launch, this is really new for us, is have a well-running, robust service, and then some period later, we're currently still designing what that service looks like. You'll be able to have your own private world and be able to mod it and do all of that. We think with our games, that's where like the long-term life of them really is.
Yeah.
That is trickier when you get into an online world, but we're definitely committed to that, just won't be at launch.
So guys, you just heard it from Todd Howard himself. He said, although at launch you will not be able to have your own private world, although at launch you will not be able to mod anything, he says later down the line, Bethesda Game Studios is currently working on trying to get people their own private, worlds to where they can mod them and kind of do whatever they want in them. And this is some pretty good news because I know a lot of you out there are upset about Fallout 76 being this online mass multiplayer game. And to be honest, I'm a little bit upset as well. I wish we got a single player game. But yeah, guys, for those of you who were hoping that Fallout 76 would somehow have a single player, single player mode, it looks like that might be happening, but it's going to be later down the line. So that's kind of the catch, guys, that Todd Howard has essentially confirmed that they are working on trying to give people their own private world so they can mod, kind of where they could be alone and do whatever they want. And Todd Howard pretty much confirmed this in this interview, which is really awesome. I think a lot of YouTubers passed this up and didn't look at that. I think a lot of people are more obsessed with the online part rather than what Todd Howard said here, where he says offline. So it seems like Fallout 76 will have an offline mode, and you will be able to have your own private world where people can't bother you. However, the catch is that will be later on down the road. Todd Howard said that it's not going to be available at launch, but they are working on trying to get that. At first, they just want to work on getting a really good service up and running and having a really good game up and running. And once they do that, they'll try to get people their own worlds and stuff like that, which I think is really cool and which I would be excited for. But to be honest, guys, even though you will get your own world in Fallout 76 somewhere down the road, not at launch, but somewhere down the road, according to Todd Howard, even though you will get your own private world where you can mod it and explore all you want. And that would be really cool once the mods come out. To me, it kind of seems like it's gonna not be that great. Because from what we've heard, there are quests in the game, there is a story in the game, but how much of it? There's not a lot of NPCs, so there's really no one for you to interact with. Now, keep in mind, mods could change that a lot, and I think that'd be really cool. And I think with Fallout 76, modders could probably make this game great. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And I believe once Bethesda Game Studios gives us our own servers and our own private world to where we can install our own mods, I think the game will wind up turning out to be, fantastic and amazing, and modders will probably add NPCs and probably create a whole nother world for us, and it'll be insane to see what they could do with the Fallout 76 world. But at first, when the mods are slow going, when Bethesda barely introduces them for Fallout 76, I really don't see, when we first get access to our own private world and mods, I really don't see there anything being that great out at the moment. I could kind of see more mods coming out later down the road after, much after they, give us our own private world and our ability to mod. I could see the game being really good. However, if you go play in your own world offline and there's really no mods at the moment, it's going to be kind of dull and boring, because if you look at all the fun parts of Fallout 76, it's kind of all based online. The whole point is to play with your friends and you know, go mess with people or go, you know, out and explore and do quests with your buddies. But if you have your own private world and your own private server with no mods, it's going to kind of be a little dull. I don't know about you guys or what you guys think, but what do you guys think? I'm excited that Bethesda is going to give us our own private worlds and our own private stuff later on down the road. I'm really excited that they're saying that we can mod our own world and stuff like that. I think modders can make Fallout 76 insane. I mean, it's 4 times as big as Fallout 4 according to Todd Howard. So just to see the amount of insane mods that will come out for it and the kind of stuff that would happen to Fallout 76, I think that would be crazy. But I think that's going to be for a later video. But yeah, guys, I think it's pretty cool that Todd Howard has said we are working on getting people their own private worlds and stuff like that. They're just going to have to wait. So yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for that piece of news? I know I am. This kind of, you know, I had hope for Fallout 76. I'm still going to play it. It looks like a great online game, but it also looks like with mods that it could be a great story-based RPG game as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is a pretty interesting piece of news. This is pretty awesome information. I think a lot of YouTubers pass this up. And yeah, anyways, guys, love each and every single one of you. Hope to see you guys right back here tomorrow. But until next time, remember to stay freaky. Bye, everyone.